Lack of awareness combined with a lack of ability to jump. Not great. Bang!
Me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow.
Yeah! Again. Do it for me. Me bound. Bang!
Sonya, what a mess this was. The Chicago Sky just got slapped around by the Washington Mystics 103-86, and people are scared to say what's really going on. Yeah, Angel Reese clocked 28 minutes and dropped a double-double with 22 points and 13 rebounds. Sounds fire, right? Wrong. While she was putting up stats, her team was getting smoked, and even the announcers were chuckling on live TV at how bad it looked.
You all that are gonna go home and write a biography on how wrong this is, you guys can kick rocks. What's up, fam? Candace Parker here. I'm gonna do a tier ranking of WNBA players.
Meanwhile, two Mystics rookies, Sonya Citron and Kiki Iriafen, made straight-up history, becoming the first rookie duo to both score 20-plus in the same game. That's how ugly this beatdown was. Now everybody's whispering the same question out loud. Is Angel Reese actually making her team worse? What went down on that court that had Reese humiliated in front of the whole world? If you're watching this thinking, Reese is dragging them down, drop a me bounds let's go in the comments right now. Here's the real talk nobody's saying. Angel Reese can stack up all the double-doubles she wants, but the Sky keep looking like a disaster on wheels. Their record? A trash 7 wins and 19 losses. Dead last in playoff hopes, 6 games back from even smelling the postseason. And it gets even crazier.
103-86. That's a 17-point blowout where Chicago's defense completely collapsed while their supposed star was on the court for 28 minutes. The Mystics scored 52 points in the paint, which tells you everything about how well Reese was anchoring that defense.
Okay, new strategy, team. Angel, keep doing your part. Everyone else, go rebound her misses. If she keeps missing layups at this rate, she's gonna be serving buttermilk pancakes at Denny's. Butter? Did somebody say butter? Butter pecan! Burn! At a certain point, you just got to applaud greatness. A me-bound on her back? Are you kidding? Bang! Simon says, give me another pray-up. How about it? Bang! She really hit under the basket on a layup. Get this girl GPS. Bang! Everybody get up on your feet. It's time to meet and greet the most underpaid athlete. Bang!
This losing skid started before Reese even came back from her back injury. This Washington Mystics loss? It summed everything up. Sure, Reese extended her double-double streak to 11 straight games, but all it really did was highlight just how broken this team really is. Sounds good on paper, until you realize the Sky just got embarrassed. 103-86, yeah, that's a 17-point beatdown with Chicago's so-called defensive star standing right there on the court for 28 minutes doing what exactly? The Mystics dropped 52 points in the paint. That's all you need to know about how well Reese was holding it down under the basket. And here's where it really gets humiliating for Chicago and Reese. Two Washington rookies, Sonya Citron and Kiki Iriafen, made straight-up WNBA history, becoming the first rookie duo in Mystics history to both score 20 or more in the same game. Citron lit them up with 28 points, while Iriafen added 22 points and 10 rebounds. These rookies ran circles around Chicago's veteran squad and straight-up made them look like a rec league team on their own home court. Even Tyler Marsh, one of the best young coaches in the game, basically called them out post-game, saying the team's paint protection was a joke. That's a direct shot at Reese's defense. And it gets worse. She went just 6 of 16 from the field, racked up 5 fouls, and barely made an impact outside of free throws. She hit 10 of 11 from the line, but who cares when you're getting cooked on the other end? This loss wasn't about scoring. The Sky actually dropped 86 points, 9 above their season average.
Austin going at him. Everybody's just going at him. The Chicago Sky are food. And I mean, it's just embarrassing to the point where it's like, as a Sky fan, y'all are probably happy y'all lost by less than 20 points today. And that is embarrassing. That is ridiculous. Y'all getting popped, bro. Y'all not just losing. Y'all getting smoked by 20 and 30 and 40 and almost 50. Bro, y'all are terrible. Something has to change. Something has to...
Nope. This one was all about defense getting shredded, and you already know who's in that spotlight. The defense, straight up comedy. And you already know who that blame falls on. The players who are supposed to be holding it down. Giving up 103 points and letting two rookies make history on your watch? That's not bad defense. That's straight up broken. And this isn't just one bad night either. It's been happening all season long. Angel Reese keeps stacking up her decent numbers, but Chicago keeps catching L after L. Those personal stats? Completely worthless when your team is out here getting dragged every other night. The truth is loud now. Individual highlights don't mean a thing when you're losing this bad. All those double-doubles? Just empty noise when the scoreboard says you're cooked. And then came the moment that everyone is still talking about. The humiliation that lit up social media in real time.
Citron dropped 28 points while Iriafen added 22.
Want to know what real embarrassment looks like? Try getting hit with the infamous too small taunt on live national TV, while announcers are laughing and calling it out for millions to hear. That's exactly what went down in the first quarter when Washington's Shakira Austin scored right on Reese and hit her with the coldest gesture you'll see all season. Austin didn't just get the bucket. She made sure the whole arena knew about it. This wasn't your everyday trash talk. Nope. This was a full-on statement about Reese's defense, or better yet, lack of it. She got exposed on national television, the announcers replayed it, and Chicago's rim protection got clowned in front of the world. For someone who's supposed to be the defensive anchor, that's next-level embarrassing.
Went home and got cooked in front of everybody. She played a good game, but her team got destroyed. This team is pitiful. Pitiful. And the sad part is, it's not like they have anywhere to turn. Ariel Atkins didn't play today, but she ain't been winning them no game. It's not, they have nowhere to turn. They went and made moves in the offseason as if they had a team to go out and win games and try to compete right now. Going and giving up your young draft pick for Ariel Atkins, going and getting Vandersloot, who's hurt. I mean, I just don't understand the direction they thought they were going in. But this has been malpractice from the management to the coaching to a lot of these players.
Worse yet, look at how Reese reacted after getting cooked. Instead of locking in, digging deep, and answering back with real defensive fire, she just kept struggling while Austin and the Mystics sliced through Chicago's defense like it wasn't even there. That moment, it summed up everything wrong with the Sky this season. One big defensive disaster hiding behind some cute individual stats. Real defensive anchors like Aaliyah Boston and Lexi Hall. They face killers every single night, but they respond with poise and toughness. They don't get taunted on live TV because they know how to play winning defense when it actually matters. They rise to the challenge, not end up as a viral highlight for the wrong reasons. Angel Reese, she was on the other side of that highlight reel, and it was ugly. Austin's too small taunt wasn't just about one bucket, it was a whole statement about how completely the Mystics dominated this game. Sonia Citron exploded for a career-high 28 points because Chicago had zero interior presence. Kiki Iriafen, 22 points and 10 rebounds, making franchise history while outplaying Chicago's veteran core like it was nothing. For the Sky, it was historic for all the wrong reasons. And this humiliation? Oh, it was only the start. For Angel Reese, getting worked over and taunted on live TV should have been rock bottom, but somehow the week got even messier.
Kiki Iriafen got the better of her today. 22 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 14 shooting. Man, Kiki stirring that pot on Angel today. Listen, the Chicago Sky are trash. And Washington Mystics, you are a 500 team fighting for the playoffs. You are scrapping to get into that playoffs, and I respect it. Led by 2 rookie all-stars, and Angel Reese had the nerve to say they have the best.
This defensive collapse that let Washington rack up 103 points exposed every single weakness in Chicago's system. And Reese was right there at the center of it all. This public humiliation on the court? Oh, that was just the warm-up. The real fireworks popped off when the drama spilled onto social media, this time involving an actual WNBA legend. When a 3-time champion calls you a C-tier player, you've got 2 options. Shut them up with your game, or spark a Twitter feud. Guess which one Angel Reese picked? Candace Parker, a 3-time champion and 2-time MVP, went all in on her new podcast, Post Moves with Aaliyah Boston, dropping a cold, honest take on Reese. Parker didn't sugarcoat anything. She ranked Reese in the C tier, right alongside Cameron Brink. And she made it clear this wasn't hate, just straight basketball truth. Parker even said, "I, in no way, shape, or form, am a hater. But what player are you taking Angel Reese over from that list?" Translation? Reese isn't in that elite category of players who can carry teams and be a primary option. But instead of silencing critics with better play, Reese hopped on social media and threw shade with a cryptic post. Clout is one hell of a drug, like it really gets to a point.
And Cameron Brink, I think, is, the unknown. So I put Cameron Brink on the C level, I think, just in terms of her kind of showing glimpses of what she's capable of. I think WNBA, with the space and her length and versatility, she's going to be able to have an impact on the defensive end immediately. Then you got Angel Reese. I put her right at that C level.
Yeah, she basically accused a 3-time champ of chasing clout. And here's the kicker. This is coming from someone who's constantly attaching herself to Caitlin Clark drama and running her own podcast to stay in headlines. The irony? Off the charts. And this was just the beginning of her social meltdown. Shots fired. And Candace Parker didn't miss. Her breakdown of Reese wasn't petty, it was facts. Parker said Reese simply isn't a primary offensive option, and definitely not the type of player who can carry a team to wins. Sure, she praised Reese's hustle on the offensive glass, but when it came to overall impact, she flat out said Reese can't hang with elite names like Caitlin Clark, Aja Wilson, or Nafisa Collier, all of whom earned way higher rankings. This wasn't some cheap shot. It was the kind of raw honesty fans never hear from retired stars. And the funniest part?
Well, we all know the Indiana Fever had the best young core in the league with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark. Forget young core, that's probably the best duo, period. So, during that whole thing, when she said, yo, we the skyscrapers, best young duo in the league. When she said that, I told y'all, we all knew CC and AB was better. That's not even a conversation. I said, wait a second. Are y'all sure, Angel, are you sure you and Camila are better than Sonia Citron and Kiki? The last I checked, the Washington Mystics had 2 rookies that made the All-Star team. And boy, did they show why today. They took this matchup.
Reese had the nerve to accuse Parker of chasing clout, while her whole brand lives off controversy and social media drama. Yes, Parker was promoting her new podcast with Aaliyah Boston, but she was also giving legit hoops analysis backed by numbers and team impact. And she didn't back down when Reese fans came for her. She doubled down, saying she's giving truth, not hate. Parker's player comparison hit hard because it exposed the gap between Reese and the real stars. And honestly, she's right. Reese racks up double-doubles while Chicago keeps piling up losses and missing the playoffs entirely. The uncomfortable truth? Reese's clapback showed she's more worried about her image than her game. The question isn't if Parker was mean, it's if she was right. And looking at this season, whew.
This is where it gets tricky. Caitlin Clark is at an A level. I think in time she's gonna raise up to that S, but in order to put her at that level, she's gotta have a couple more years. So I'll put Kelsey Plum at the A level. 2-time champ, now took on the challenge to be #1 option in LA. I would say KP is definitely in that tier. I would love to put Sabrina Ionescu in that A range. She got that elusive championship. She's one of the best shooters in the WNBA, if not the best shooter in the WNBA.
She nailed it. Here's why 2025 is looking so bright for teams built around real hoopers instead of stat-padding social media stars. The league is finally catching on. Chemistry and selfless play build winning basketball, not empty numbers and online drama. Teams are investing in players who actually make their teammates better, not just make their box scores look pretty. Even Aaliyah Boston, Candace Parker's podcast co-host, represents that fundamental winning mentality Angel Reese is clearly missing. Boston's focus? Building the Fever into a lasting contender. Not attaching her name to messy controversies or beefing with legends just to stay relevant. That's what real impact looks like. Players who move the needle without chasing clout. Caitlin Clark's rookie season showed exactly how much one true leader can elevate a team. Her presence changed the Fever's whole identity. How they played, how they prepared, even how they approached the future. That's bigger than stats, that's culture. The difference between legit stars and social media personalities is crystal clear when you actually watch the games. One group builds championship foundations, the other builds Twitter followers and pointless controversy. That's why fans are hyped about Indiana. They see something real, something built to last.
Listen to this. We have the commentators that are actually laughing at this.
To be able to attack and finish inside, and Washington has done that incredibly well so far.
Reese missed the first one, still with it blocked. Give this one to
We have commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far.
Reese missed the first one, still with it, blocked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves. Like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me let me get real serious.
Meanwhile, Chicago has become a living case study of how hollow stats and drama create nothing but disappointment, empty noise, and endless embarrassment on national TV. And here's the wild part. This whole Angel Reese saga isn't just about one bad game or even one bad season. It's about what she represents. A player chasing headlines while her team sinks deeper into irrelevance. Chicago's collapse has become the cautionary tale of the WNBA. A roster built around a flashy stat chaser instead of a real leader. And the numbers don't lie. Reese's double-doubles look great on Instagram, but on the scoreboard, they're worthless. Fans aren't paying to watch someone collect rebounds while their team gets smoked by rookies dropping career highs and taunting them on live TV. Compare that to Indiana, where Caitlin Clark flipped the entire culture in one season.
And yet again, her fans have talked her into another one-sided beef. The other side doesn't know that they're beefing, but as far as Angel Reese is concerned, as far as the Reese's Pieces are concerned, oh, it's beef and it is on site. The last one-sided beef, you guys know. This current one-sided beef started innocently when Candace Parker was asked to rank players who were clearly better than Angel Reese. The Reese's Pieces threw a temper tantrum, tagged Angel so many times, tweeted about it so many times, that now Angel Reese is convinced in her own mind, oh, this actually is beef. Candace Parker, you don't.
She didn't do it by chasing social media drama or starting beef with legends. She did it by winning games, making her teammates better, and building something fans actually believe in. That's what star power really looks like. And yet, Reese keeps doubling down online, throwing shade at a three-time champ like Candace Parker while her team sits at the bottom of the standings. That's not confidence. That's insecurity disguised as clapbacks. The uncomfortable truth? Parker didn't just say Reese is C-tier, she proved it with facts, and Reese's own actions backed it up. So now the question isn't just whether Angel Reese can bounce back, it's whether Chicago made a massive mistake betting their future on a player more focused on brand building than actual winning basketball. Because if something doesn't change fast, this could go down as one of the biggest flops in modern WNBA history. 2025 is shining bright for teams built around real hoopers instead of stat-padding social media stars. The league finally gets it. Chemistry and selfless play win games, not empty numbers and endless online drama. Teams are now investing in players who elevate everyone around them, not just their own highlight reels.
Spins on Reese, comes back. Yes, off the window. As she's saying, too small on the way back. Very subtly so, but she had to.
Look at Aaliyah Boston, Candace Parker's podcast co-host. She's the definition of winning mentality, something Angel Reese hasn't shown all season. Boston's locked in on building the Fever into a lasting contender, not clout chasing or stirring up mess just to stay relevant. That's real impact. Caitlin Clark's rookie year proved how one true leader can flip an entire franchise, changing how the Fever play, how they think, and how they prepare for the future. That's not just stats, that's culture. And the contrast couldn't be louder. One group is out here building championship foundations, while the other is busy stacking Twitter followers and manufacturing controversy. Indiana's got something authentic. Fans can feel it, and they're hyped for what's next.
Angel Reese All-Star Weekend Edition! How about it? Let's get it! Hey, you know what they say? 4 is more. Bang! Her loyal fans showed out in Indy, all 4 of them, and somebody's drunk uncle. Take a look at what unemployment looks like. Bang! What do you mean you didn't watch the All-Star game? You're telling me you have a social life? What? What's butter pecan mean? It's provocative. It gets people going. Butter pecan! Bang! I hear everyone with credit card debt is lining up to get the Angel Reese signature shoe. Here it gives you the power of the rebound. Bang! Again! Bang! Will she save it? No!
Meanwhile, Chicago has turned into a case study on how hollow stats and drama only lead to disappointment, empty noise, and public humiliation on national TV. So, what do you think? Is Angel Reese really worth the hype, or is this the beginning of one of the biggest WNBA flops ever? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, share this with your crew. And don't forget to subscribe for more breakdowns just like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.